What's going on, my friends? It's the Beard here, and today, that's right, a little bit of a American Truck Simulator. Yeah, baby. Had to get back into the seat and throttle up and gear down, Rubber Ducky, because we're going to get a run going. I've already selected what we're picking up. I've just fueled up. We're all rested, so we're good to go. We're going to get down to this without any delay. Now, I want to say, as we're rolling out here, guys, I still haven't got my shifter. It's something cool, buddy. You're in a bit of a hurry, aren't you? Something I'm in a bit of a hurry myself to get. However, real life gets in the way sometimes, and you got to set priorities. And right now, it's just not one of them. So, it's not so bad playing with the paddles. The downside being that you hear a lot of clickety click clack, but it is what it is. We can deal with that, right, friends? It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, well, it's more annoying to the driver. So here we are. It's wow. I'm not even sure what time of day it is. It's early in the morning. We rested up. It's probably around midnight or so. We're just gonna tune on over and find our load, hook up, and off we go. It's not an extremely long run. I didn't want to pick one that was going to take too much of your time here today. It is Shakedown Saturday, where I like to do a number of videos, and this is a game we just haven't come back to in a little while. I was kind of holding off until I got the shifter, but let's face it, it's a good game no matter what way you shake it. It's a whole lot of fun, and I thought, well, we'll just have to do it. So we're in the Kenworth W900 here today. Yeah, she's a beautiful truck, 550 horse. She's got all kinds of jam to her. She's all set for the heavy loads. We're gonna do a heavy haul and see how she goes. Come on, you're gonna make me come right? Yeah, unfortunately. But it is what it is. When you're driving the big girls, unfortunately, you do not have a whole lot of say in what you get to do traffic-wise. Just keep on trucking. There's a reason they say that. So pretty excited with American Truck Simulator. We've got the new DLC coming here pretty soon. Can't wait for it. It seems to be dragging. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been all over this here state, up and down, left and right. You name it, I've been there. I've done it. So to add new content would be fantastic. The one thing that's kept me going is all the beautiful mods. And now I am using a few mods here today. Just more to add to the immersion, the realistic feel of driving a big rig. The first one I've added and I'm a firm supporter of was the real traffic mods. It adds a lot more traffic and makes it a little more realistic. We probably don't need to hop every single gear here. I'll start double shifting. When a truck that's fully loaded is beating you, there's something wrong there. I just can't bring myself to run automatic. I know that without the shifter, automatic might be the way to go. It's just not my thing. I like having full control of my vehicles. And so we're going to go ahead and start in third. It's quite a common thing in the big rigs to skip gears. And often, it depends on the truck you're driving and the transmission. What I used to drive had the split shift, so you'd have 1 through 6, I believe it was. No, it was a 1 through 5. It was only a 5-ton truck that I drove on a regular basis. And it had the split shift, so you'd go 1 through 5, and then you could hit your split shift and you'd have 6 through 10. Pretty handy. Nice for in traffic when you don't need to be in those low gears and you're not loaded up. However, my dump trucks were a completely different matter altogether. In fact, I really miss our old Kenworth. We had a beautiful Western Star too. I liked the Western Star. It was quite a comfy cab. It was nice for the driver. But the Kenworth was by far my favorite. And we had a Peterbilt. Peterbilts it was, dare I say this, and this might cause a bit of an uproar, but my Peterbilt was the most reliable truck that we owned. The Kenworth by far in second place. But I think a lot in large, that had to do with the year of the vehicles, of the trucks themselves. So here we go. We're going to go scooch onto the highway. We got a little drive before we get there. Doesn't look like it's too far, but far enough that we got to do her. See if we can get merged into traffic here. Sometimes these guys, when they're loaded, if there's a car coming, they like to jam on their brakes. So we'll give them just a little bit of a run here. Hopefully he's not silly about it. Yeah, get over there, big boy. You gonna do it? You're gonna jam on your brakes. just going to merge right over and trap that lane for you. Something I do often when driving with my buddies. Right, you're shifting over to your left lane already. Interesting. I'm speeding. I got to be careful. Let's slow her down. Let's get her down to a good, you get about 5 mile an hour that you can play with. So as long as, you don't hit that 60 like I just did, we'll lock her in at 58. And off we go. The next mod I'm thinking about picking up is the Real Weather mod. It adds all kinds of diverse weather. You might come across some rain, lots of rain, heavy rain. And I believe that's about the extent of it. It's not too often you see snow in California, although I do know it has happened before. And up here in Canada, in Canada, it's we're supposed to have a really cold winter. And I live on the West Coast, so when people start laughing about Canada and their cold winters, well, okay, our weather is more akin to California than it is to the rest of Canada. Okay, let's slow right down. Here's the clickety click. I gotta slide through. Let's take a look both ways. We don't need to be causing any grief with traffic. It's kind of nice driving without anything on the back. You get a little more play out of the truck. So let me tell you what I've been up to. This is one of the things I love about American Truck Simulator. It gives us a chance to have a chat. Lately, I've been looking at the channel, and I've been trying to figure out where I wanted to take it. Because, initially when I started this thing, it was all for fun. It revolved around my kids. And it was really just all about them. It was a Minecraft channel in the beginning. I explored all the different mod packs as I learned the game, because I was a latecomer to Minecraft. And of course, I promised the kids, Callie and Little Jacks, that once we had another mod pack from FTB, that we would do another series on it. And lo and behold, Horizons 3 has come out. Now, Horizons 3, it's a little bit different. I've got to be honest, for those of you that are Minecraft fans, I would love some feedback if you've tried it. Is it something worth doing a series on? And that's what I'm trying to determine right now. It doesn't have a lot of your old standbys. In fact, they've taken out an awful lot of mods that we've come not just accustomed to, but you kind of crutch on. One of those being Ender.io. Now I've gotten to the point. Oh, this is us right here. We're gonna gear right down and get off the highway here. See where we're at. We'll pick up where we left off in just a moment. There. Let's find out where we're going. Where it is we need to pick this thing up at. Now, I don't believe, since I've already accepted it, I should have my trailer waiting for me here. Do I not? I appear to not have it. That was always a question of mine, if you had to pick it up when you arrived. And I'm actually kind of surprised at that. Okay, we'll throw into reverse here. Well, that might be us right in there. Whoops. Let's go around. Looks like we can get around the back here. So that's what I signed on to deliver. Very interesting that it's not showing up. Normally you get a little arrow. And I feel as if I'm going to have to go over here and reselect the job. Seems a little strange. I really thought there was, if you took the job ahead of time, you wouldn't have these issues. Okay, well, we'll pull onto this mark here. There we go. And let's see. Okay, so the one I chose was this guy right here. I guess they do it this way just because. Okay, let's get ourselves lined up. Let's see which one are we picking up first. Is it you over here? Let's see if we can get a good look at things. No, it's not. Oh, it is in the back there. Okay, alright, so we actually need to reorient ourselves here. I was thinking it may have been that other one, but I can see it now. It's right back there. Let's go ahead and get ourselves lined up here nice. See if we can squeeze in here. Shouldn't be an issue. So we can couple. There she is. Go ahead and set that up. Okay, she's going to be a little tight coming out of here. Nice and straight. Wins the race. There we go. That's not really the same, but we'll go with it. All right. And we are hooked up and we are off. You can see she's hooked up good in the back there. Little brake check. Everything's good. Very, very nice. Let's just take a look around her here. Oh yeah, I like that. She's a shorty though. Not overly challenging. Little disappointing. I thought she was going to be a little bigger, but that's okay. Let's see, are we all clear? Starting in 5th, probably not the best of things. Well, you hardly even feel her back there. It's going to be a nice, easy haul by the looks of things. Should be an easy park. You know, sometimes a lot of these trailers, they have the Jeeps on them, and you have to work Jeep, and they're all kinds of fun to try and turn and move all around. All right, so back to what I was saying earlier, my friends. It's more of a channel update with a little bit of background here, because I absolutely love this game. I realize it's not the absolute most exciting, but for me, I still watch these videos on other channels just because I really like the rigs and the action it brings. I mean, it's just driving action, but hey, how often do you get to drive a rig every day? So with Minecraft, I'm kind of on the fence right now. Not sure if I'm wanting to do a series on it. And so you'll have to stay tuned and kind of see where we go from there. Now, what I would highly recommend is if you join our Discord, you can have a say in just about everything I do on here. Not only that, you can communicate, make suggestions, and generally find out what's up and coming and what's happening, or we're being passed by a cop. Okay, well, he chickened out. I'm fine with that. Discord's a whole lot of fun. You know what, guys? We're really just getting into it here on the channel. It is a new feature. So, you know, we have a small but growing base, and the guys that are in there are just fantastic. Lots of funny moments. And lots of gaming together, you know. We get opportunities to decide what games everybody's into and who wants to play what. Here, let's get that down, shift a couple. Okay, this guy is going to stop. So we're going to take our time because I don't want to slow down too much. You're going to need to push your way onto that road, please, there. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Wow. Well, we got a whole lot of traffic running down here, so he's playing it cautious. I could have pushed onto the roadway to stop the traffic, but you wouldn't do that in real life. You just wouldn't. I mean, you know, these are valuable trucks, and you got cargo on the back you're responsible for, and the last thing you want is have someone come up on you and take out your whole left side. All right, well, we got a little bit of weight here. Enough that we can certainly feel it. And there we go. So the other thing we've been doing lots of, guys, is our live streams. Tuesdays and Thursdays, as I mentioned in every video. Wow, buddy, you drive much. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's where Discord comes into play, too. You got to figure out what exactly would you like to see me play. What game would you like to see on the channel? These are all things we discuss on there. And I like to try to give our subscribers, our valued subscribers, a say in what it is we're going to do. So lately it's been a lot of Gold Rush. And on top of Gold Rush, we've also been doing some Car Mechanic Simulator, keeping it alive. I was so rusty on the game. Check out our last live stream if you want a good laugh. Mistakes were made. Of course, we corrected these mistakes, but I have to remind myself to get into a vehicle and make sure to start it and maybe take it for a test drive once I'm done working on it. That way you don't leave off silly parts like oil pans. Anyhow, not putting oil into the thing. It's unbelievable. Here we are at dusk. You can see it's starting to get a little bit bright, so it's got to be a little after 5 here in the morning. We could pull the other display up, but it's a little more sense of realism where we're at with it like this. So we're probably going to have a little bit of a slow go, as you can see. There's traffic all over the place. But, we're clipping along. Speed limit for the trucks here is 55. We'll just get past this guy. He's been a bit of a thorn in our side here. And the other thing I've been getting into, which is, I guess, somewhat akin to American Truck Simulator, in the sense that it is a true-to-form simulator, is X-Plane 11. And now with X-Plane 11, it's not a game as such. If you've never played it, it's worth looking into. But it's not a game. It is a simulator. And so with that comes everything simmy. There isn't actual objectives or challenges in which you have to do. The game is based around your real-time experiences. However, there is more to it. There is third-party programs such as FS Economy that are used for multiple platforms of flight simulators, and X-Plane 11 being one of them. Now, when you sign up for this community, you get an ID and you can take jobs. You can hire yourself out as an airplane or an airline pilot. You can do chartered flights. You can charter your own and rent your own aircraft, which is kind of neat. And so it adds a bit of an extra dimension to the game that previously wasn't there. Because after you've done a number of flights in your favorite aircraft, you ask yourself, well, what's next? So that's kind of cool. Now, I'm thinking at some point I'll probably put something like that up on the channel. But with the FS Economy and the way it's set up, it's a little more of, that's all text-based. And, you're looking at lists and, okay, what do we got going on here? We got a turn coming up. So we'll go ahead and get into our right lane. Okay, excuse the click back there. It's just a little easier for me while I'm driving. And then, of course, beyond that, we mentioned Gold Rush. That's something I'm having a whole lot of fun with. And if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on the channel. There's quite a few there. But what I was mentioning earlier is the direction of the channel, what we want to do. I've never focused on growth. It's just not been my attention. I've wanted to just simply do this because I enjoy doing it. I'm a gamer. I like to game. And therefore, I like to share. Okay, so we're speeding along here. We are coming up the hill, though, so I was trying to get a little speed into it. See if we can hold a little bit. Speed limit is 55 now. But the limitations I've faced with YouTube is you have to have a set number of subscribers in order to have access to certain features. And features that just make it that much more enjoyable. Now, up to this point, I have primarily focused on YouTube. Twitch has always been kind of knocking at my door in the background there. Do I want to go and start and stream on that platform? So I may start to switch it up a little. I might do all my live streams on Twitch. I'm going to get a speeding ticket if I'm not careful. I should slow down a wee bit here. Get her just below 60. Right there, looks good. Lock her in. So I even if I stream on Twitch, I'll still keep up my YouTube appearance, posting videos and whatnot. And maybe I can post the restreams from Twitch onto here as well. That's always an option. But now I am at a point where I need to start thinking about expanding my audience base. It's just never been a focus, and I didn't do all the little things that everyone tells you need to do to make it on YouTube, because I was not concerned about it. Now, not to say that I'm really concerned about it now. You know, I do it for the fun. That's it. It's all about the fun. Kick the engine brake there. It's all about the fun, and I would like to continue to keep it lighthearted and enjoyable. But let's face it, we do need to grow if we want to succeed on YouTube, on any platform really for that matter. So I would ask you, as my subscribers, and new and old, to maybe bring your friends in a little bit. Bring them on into Discord so we've got more people to hang out with, and let them know what's going on, what we do with our live streams, and so on and so forth. Now, you notice I say we an awful lot. I realize it's me here, but I don't look at it like that. Okay, and maybe I'm a little different for doing so, but I look at it as the community that we're building. It's all about us. You know, there's no I in team, but there's an ME. Yeah, I get that one. But truthfully, it's not about me, okay? And so, in having said that, when we do grow to a point where there's money coming in from the ad revenue and so on and so forth, well, it's at that stage of the game. Are we? I wasn't paying attention there. Yes, we're good. It's at that stage of the game that we're going to start seeing a lot of giveaways on the channel. I plan on taking the majority of the money. I mean, all the money that comes in from the ad revenue is going to go directly to the channel. Now, whether that be supplementing the cost of games, because I spend a fortune on games just to try and bring them out and put them out to my viewers. But mainly, I want to get into doing giveaways once a week. Sometimes maybe even twice a week. It really depends on what we're able to do. Now, as is right now, I can't put my own money to that, so there hasn't been any giveaways. There hasn't been any contests or any prizes. But that's really what I want to get into, because it's enjoyable. And why not? If you guys are going to spend your time watching me, I want to be able to give back to you. Was kind of my idea with the live streams to begin with, was that, hey, there's no pressure on anybody here. The live streams are all about having a good time, about interaction, and that's great. But the live streams, they get their attention when you stream. You don't get a whole lot of views on the restreams of them. You just don't. They don't perform the same as regular videos. So that's kind of where my head's at, guys, and I wanted to let you know, and you know what I was thinking and how I want to see the channel move forward. And if you have any thoughts or any suggestions, by all means, let me know in Discord. And beyond that, you know, I really wanted you to get a feel for where I see this leading in regards to you, the viewer. You know, I really do want to give back. I mean, obviously not just going to hand out money. So we pick the most popular games that are being played, the games that are being featured on the channel, so that way you too can also play along. It just adds a little more to it. Because I love it when we go in and we do, like, say, a Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, and I'm working on a car. My quality control crew is right there with me, and they've already done the same car, or they're doing the same car, and they're in the game as well while watching the stream, and you know, we're exchanging antics back and forth. It's just fun, and I'd like to be able to do that with a lot of different games. Now, the other thing that I want to mention while we're driving here, because, man, is it ever beautiful out. This is just a gorgeous drive. Look at the train off to the side. We're going to cross over top here right now. All the traffic just swinging by us here. The mountains in the background. All these beautiful homes. It's very relaxing, very serene-like, you know. You find your moments, and it's the little moments that make the difference. Well, we're getting deep. Let's keep it light. Let's just keep it light. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, guys, is I am looking for a platform, some sort of game, and by platform I mean a game, let me just keep my eyes on the road here, in which we can open up some sort of a server to all the viewers, to have all of our crew come in, be able to hang out. And of course, immediately I thought, hey, Minecraft Horizons 3 is coming out, but I don't know if the mod pack's worth playing. Excuse me 1 second here. There we go. Cough is still hanging on. Doesn't seem to want to go away. And so, you know, because I did think of Minecraft right away, because it's a great team sport. A whole lot of fun, and it's centered around a multiplayer style of play. But I don't know that Horizons 3 is really the thing, so I'll probably have to give it a try. And maybe that's something we do, because I do own a server that's still up and going with Beyond on it that we visit from time to time. The kids mostly use it and do a little building on there, a little resource grind, have fun with it, you know. So that's always an option. Empyrean was suggested. Empyrean is an awfully fun game. It's in early access and has its quirks and bugs, of course, like all early access games. But it is an awful lot of fun. But it's not the most popular game right now. And of course, we want to do something that we can base a series around, which is why I thought Minecraft. Oh, what other games? What can you guys think of? What would you guys like to see on the channel? And even perhaps join us, myself and some of my good friends that will definitely be there, and some of our regular valued viewers and subscribers. I would assume that, you know, everybody that's in Discord on a regular basis, because there's a handful of us right now, that they would all be there. So what game? And it's got to be something that everyone wants to play. Now, obviously, it would be nice if it was something that everyone had, but, yeah, that's not quite the option. And I know right now Ultra is watching this, and Ultra, I know you're screaming spin tires, but it's not exactly a multi-person type game. When I say multiplayer, I'm thinking more, doesn't have to be MMO, but something kind of along those lines. All right, let's go ahead here. We got, yeah, just the one lane, turn it off. And we'll hook around this way. Santa Maria discovered. Okay. I'm just going to push out a little bit here. Let's see. After you. Beautiful. 50% on apples. Well, them apples. How you like them apples? Well, here we go already. My goodness, that really was a short one. I didn't expect it to be quite that quick. I thought we would have, well over a half-hour mark. But, I can't even see right now exactly how long we... Oh, yes, I can. We've been at 27 minutes. So we're around the half hour. That's pretty good. We wanted a shorter episode for this today. And we'll see how it does. I don't have a big following for American Truck Simulator, so I don't hold any grand illusions for it. But let's see where we're at here. Where we gotta go? We are going to park this bad boy right over there. Okay, that's gonna be a little tricky. We'll have to do probably like a 3-point turn here. Let's see what we can do. Now, what we need, let's just creep forward and see what it is. Okay. I don't feel that I'm going to make the turn that way. So what we'll do here is we will line up, back it down the side of the building. Just get real close to that. There we go. I wanted that cut for everything I could get there. Okay, and swing her hard now. Let's see how we looking here. We don't want to hit anything. We got to have enough time. Let's go ahead here, get that trailer turned. That might be enough. It might not, though. Okay, let's center our view. We need to get this trailer moving down around the back side. Now, I can't really see too well. There we go. We're going to crank it a bit. Now we will chase it. I want to be able to see where it's going before it gets too close to anything. There we go. Yeah, we're looking good. Excellent. Okay, now we will go ahead and try and reposition it here. Take a nice big swing. Let's see on this side. It's going into that barn back there. So we're going to want to do this with a little bit of a zig and a zag. go. That looks good. Now the trick will be getting this to come in nice and straight on. Let's not do too much, because we got to worry about our front end of that trailer. I might have gone too far there. Okay, let's watch this side now. We'll chase with it a bit. Oh, chase a little more than a bit. I might have cut too much there. Yeah. Are we up against something? We are. Are we? I'm not sure. We're pretty close to that trailer, though. Okay, I've got to watch my side here so we can get a good approach. Like so. Let's get a little cut so we can get away from this trailer. I'm worried about this guy. Here we go. I'm gonna have to bring her back over now. Man, not how I'm expecting this thing to handle back here. Okay, let's see. How do we look over here? Am I gonna have enough room? Yeah. Sorry, farmer. You keep on keeping on there. Don't mind us. Don't mind me. We're just backing her in. Oh, hold on now. I thought we were going into that trailer. Where exactly? Okay, we're going to take a look around. I don't normally like to do this. I like to keep it, but I would get out. Okay, we are going in there. Okay. Okay, it's just the way that's lighting up on me here. Okay. So now we need to get her. We're going to have a little cut at the end, and hopefully we can get it just right. Geez, I thought we were taking it inside. Oh no, it looks like we are. Okay, now am I gonna make that? It's hard to see on the far end of the trailer. Looks good. Okay, we're gonna have to reposition now that we're awfully close. What do we got on my left here? Nothing. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, kind of this way now. We might not make it because of this. What's on my left? It's hard to see if I'm... Okay, so we are actually going to be... Let's see if we can do this. Like so. Now we should have a view here. There it is. It's ready for unloading. There she is, my friends. There she be. We'll go ahead and drop that down, uncouple her, and it has been a successful bearded haul. That's right, it was excellent. Driving distance 242 miles. Took us 5 hours, 27 minutes. Not too shabby. 1 sec. Oh, I'm not sure if I got all of that, and I really do apologize if I coughed in your ear. I'm a terrible, terrible person who just can't shake this cough. So we made a total grand $11,000, $646. That's not too bad. Got a little bit of XP. Again, it was more about the drive and having a chance to be able to talk. Rather than do a sit down, like a bearded get together where it's just me talking, I thought we'd have something playing in the background. So we've covered some pretty important things there today, guys. Things that I wanted to talk to you about and give you an update on the channel. So do me a favor and jump on into Discord and let me know what you think. You can always comment on the video as well if you're a little shy. But don't be shy. We don't bite unless you ask. And other than that, we just have a great old time. I want to thank you for joining me. This has been American Truck Simulator. I am the Bayard. And I will catch you guys next time. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, like.